First over in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit City. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions.
Since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And his first look is incomplete. Our game here in Detroit, a Thanksgiving tradition dating back to 1934. And it is the first of 3 games today, per usual. We'll see the Giants and Cowboys from Dallas after us. And then later tonight, the nightcap, another game with NFC North intrigue. The Pats and Vikings from Minneapolis. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Just beating the play clock is Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Finding Knox there, complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Allen off the play fake. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
After
the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On second down, it's Gibbs, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Two-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
23 yards on the play.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st down, Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is. Then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. Going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. On play action, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen on the move to his left. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A 1st down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score time, 7-7.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
17, 17, 17, 76, 76.
Now Goff. Dancing to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many
two-syllable word.
syllables, yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk. Why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year? Give other teams a shot to host. I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league...
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A shotgun snap for Gong. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On play action, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
That man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he's fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
This is taken at the 15. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Still 9 remaining on second down. There's gone. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. It's going to bring up a third down. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The tackle for a loss goes to Kirby Joseph, making a great play. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This is Hines, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have broken the tie. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Lions 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're going to look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. A sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's Hines. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. Touchdown. Nyheim Hines from 8 yards out. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Bills 28, Lions 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Lions take over 1st down 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping it.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So after the INT, it's Allen. This will be caught at the 2. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now receiver in motion left. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
Lions 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Gibbs. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A nice throw there for the 1st down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter, and the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Allen going to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Going to throw right side here, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Up the middle they go. Gibbs, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jason Kabinda, his second rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead down to 20.
Lions 21.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Allen off the play fake. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be second in a couple. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
He throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
19 tight, 19 tight.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Carlos Basham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Ready. Hurry.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 75 yards. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 34 yards there and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now gone. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Ballage. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 30.